Hi, I'm Nick Martin here with Ryan Hoerger of Chronicle Sports, bringing you the first update from the Chronicle studios. Now, Ryan, we're heading into a pretty big matchup. Duke's coming off two losses against NC State and Miami, and now they have to go into Louisville, Kentucky, and take on the number 6 team in the nation. What should we expect heading into this matchup?
Well, you really need to look for an improved effort from Duke on the defensive end. The last two games, really, the defense hasn't been there. They've given up back-to-back games where they gave up season high in points. And especially what's been hurting them is the ball screen defense. Against Miami, Angel Rodriguez, Manu Lecomte, they all got in the lane pretty much whenever they wanted to. When they went under the ball screen, they made them pay from long range. When they tried to show, they got around it and they got to the rim for dribble penetration and easy baskets. So really, that's going to be an area of emphasis for Duke. They've been working on it in practice. And they're really going to need to, if they want to come out of Louisville with a win, they're going to have to show up on the defensive end on Saturday. Now, Nick, obviously, the guards have really hurt Duke in the last two games, but going into Louisville, Montrezl Harrell, the guy is a beast. Yeah. How are Duke going to handle him on the defensive end?
Your guess is as good as mine there. Montrezl Harrell really is a matchup nightmare for Duke. He's 6'8", he can step out, he can work around the perimeter, he's a beast down low, and he's an absolute nightmare on the boards. If Duke wants to stop him, they have Justice Winslow, they have Emil Jefferson at their disposal. I imagine some sort, this will be something that they play out throughout the game, but again, Montrezl Harrell is going to be the key matchup heading into this game. If they can slow him down, not to say Louisville doesn't have a plethora of other options on the offensive end, but Montrezl Harrell has to be the number one key for Duke to stop heading into this game.
Yeah, I agree, but let's not forget Duke is also going to have to deal with a couple of really quick Cardinal guards, and that's something that Duke has struggled with throughout the season thus far. Chris Jones and Terry Rozier, they're both very quick, very small, and they can really penetrate off the ball screens. So that was Duke's problem the last couple times out. They really have to focus on defensive end against those two guys. Those guys are also very good about creating havoc and getting steals and turnovers and getting out in transition. So Duke, Tyus Jones, Quinn Cook really have to be on the top of their game, bringing the ball up the floor against Rick Pitino's high-pressure defense. So, Nick, everyone thought this game might be the 1,000th win for Coach K. Obviously, we're not going to see that on Saturday, but regardless, trying to avoid the first 3-game losing streak since 2006-2007, how big is this game for Duke?
This game is huge. This game, heading into this week, nobody thought that Duke would lose at NC State, and they did. Nobody thought Duke would lose at home in Cameron Indoor Stadium, but they did. And so this kind of adds a little bit of pressure. We're going to really see these freshmen kind of push to the limits, and I think this game is going to be a great a showing of what Coach K is able to do with this team. What is this team able to overcome? This kind of setting, this kind of adversity is better handled now than later on, say in the ACC tournament, in the NCAA tournament. It's better that they experience this now. I know it's disappointing for them and for a lot of Duke fans, but it's better to lose too early on in the ACC than down the stretch when it's going to really start to matter.
Yeah, I agree. And Nick, I think it's about all we have from the Chronicle Studios for today, but make sure you keep up with Duke basketball on Twitter, at Chronicle Sports, and with the Chronicle on Facebook for all your Blue Devil information. We'll be live tweeting the game from Louisville, and we'll have a post-game wrap for you at the conclusion of the Duke-Louisville contest Saturday at noon. See you guys next time.